What's up, guys? I'm Jake and you're watching Bear Shaft Archery. On today's episode, we're talking about Outdoor Vision's Ridgetop bino harness with the rangefinder pouch. Let's get into it. Putting a harness on, everybody thinks it's so hard to put a harness on, and I'm here to tell you, once you do it twice, you're a professional at it. It's really not rocket science. So I hold this tag end in my hand, I take my strong arm and I put it through the loop. I then take my head, put my head through the loop, take this tag end that I had a hold of, flip it over my shoulder. Fix your collar, whatever you want to do. Now, you reach behind your back, you grab that tag end, try to make sure it's not twisted, and bam, you are now in your harness and ready to rock and roll. Yeah, guys, it's really not that difficult. You do it a couple times at the back of your truck and you're a professional at it. Now that we got the harness on, let's go over some of the features of this Ridgetop. Now that we got the harness on, let's go over some of the features that the Ridgetop offers. First off, everything's magnetic. So it's a forward open design and it's a magnetic hold open and hold close. Guys, if you want to be quiet with this system, you can be super quiet with it. It's a really great system to use. To open and close, you can be completely silent. I've hunted with this harness in the, I don't want to say the extreme cold, but when it got down into the teens, and I didn't have a problem with noise. Everything gets a little bit noisier in the cold, but this thing, I have not had a problem with me using it while deer are even in range, within 20 yards. This is the XL size. This harness does come in an XL, large and medium. I have Leopold 12x50s. And when they're in here, I still have a ½ inch of space to go for top to bottom of the binocular, and that's with the eye cup screwed the whole way out. So on the left side, I keep my wind indicator in this pocket. Super easy to get in and out. You don't have to fight it at all. I keep a knife on this side because I always like to have a knife on me, and I don't like to hunt with a knife in my pocket. So down here, you have the optional rangefinder pouch. This is also magnetic, so the closure is magnetic, and then you just flip it open and it stays open by magnets as well. Super convenient. It comes with a tether. I love having this option. I keep my flap open the whole time that I hunt, and it's never fallen out or proven to not work. So some of the features on this that you get with the harness, you have a front pocket here. I keep my optics cloth in here for cleaning off my binos. Seems to work really well. Any other knickknacks? When you buy these harnesses, it comes with a little first aid pouch in there. I think it has like aspirin maybe, or a Tylenol, and some other stuff. I can't really remember. The first thing I do with that is I take it out and I put it in my first aid kit in my bag. So I don't carry that around with me all the time. Another nice feature with this harness is if you get caught in a rainstorm while you're hunting and it wasn't even calling for rain, or it's just one of those days where it's hot and you don't want to have a rain jacket on, you want to still protect your optics, this is a great option, or a great feature that this harness comes with. A lot of other harness companies out there offer a rain fly for their harness, but you have to pay extra for it. So go on Outdoor Vision for giving you that option. This also clips off if you know you don't want to have it, or you're a super ultralight guy and you can't even stand having to carry that extra ounce of weight around. Sayonara. So that bottom zipper just closes back up, and if you don't carry it with you, then there's more storage for, I don't know, water pellets or whatever little extra thing you can have. It's almost the full length of the bino harness, so there's a good bit of storage down there. Real quick, just the operation of it. So I usually leave it open when I hunt. You can pull your binos out, you can look around, and one-handed, you don't even have to look, you can just slide them right back in. A lot of other harnesses top open, so the top would flip towards you. So as you have your binos out, you flip it up, you pull them out, and you're looking around, and then you go to put it back in, you got to take another hand, you got to flip it, and you got to kind of mess with it. It's not like the end of the world, but for me, I much rather prefer this style of bino harness. Colors that these come in: multicam, gray, ranger green, and tan. And this material is like a silent hide, I believe it's called. Super quiet, holds up, super resistant to thorns and stuff. You can see a little bit of fraying here on my elastic pocket for my windicator. Guys, I've had this harness through some nasty crap. Thorns and briars and just nasty stuff rubbing up against tree bark. The actual material of the harness, there's not a scuff on it. There's no nicks, there's no fraying, there's no holes, there's nothing on it. Now, some of this finer thread, when the briars get into that, they really pick at that, and maybe a little bit on the tag here. But other than that, there's no battle scars on this thing at all. So let's go over the back side of this harness real quick, and I can also show you taking the harness off. So the harness taking off is just as easy as the harness putting on. It's probably easier actually. Just slides right off. Everything stays in one nice tight little unit, and you're good to go. So the back of the harness, so I have two styles of these. The first style I have, get my daughter's beads out of the way here. The first style of harness I have, it has attachment points at all four corners of the harness, and that was great for fastening attaching things to the back side of the harness. Some harness companies have pockets in the back that you can keep stuff. I don't really want to be fudging with stuff in the back side of my harness, trying to stick stuff down in. I mean, if you just wanted to carry like a map or something back here, if you had a pocket, that'd be fine. But I like that Outdoor Vision just kept this simple. I do wish it still had the 4 attachment points on the back side of the harness, but other than that, I like that they kept it simple. They kept it thin. There's no bulky items back here. Nothing pushing on your sternum while you're walking around. Works really well. Big fan of this multi-cam pattern. It goes well with my exo bag. So another question that people ask me all the time is, Jake, are you afraid that you're going to hit your bino harness with your string on your bow? And I'm not. Number one, I have a lot of practice in the off season shooting with this bino harness on, and so it's not even really a concern to me. Now, when I first bought this harness, I was concerned, but after like 5 shots, you realize there's nothing you're gonna do here unless you would start throwing pouches, big pouches on your left side. There's nothing that you're gonna do here that's gonna make this harness hit your bowstring. So let me grab an arrow quick. So here I'll draw for you. And you can see the string angle. Hopefully this is showing up on camera pretty good. You can see the string angle there, and I have a couple inches clearance there from hitting my bino harness. It's not really a worry to me at all about hitting anything to do with it. People like to say, well, hell, what if your front lid's open and you forget to close it and you got a deer coming in and you come to full draw, you're gonna have to let down, and guys, it's not even in the way. Nothing is in the way for shooting with this harness on. I haven't shot every harness on the market, obviously, but every harness I've shot, none of them even came close to being in my way. Like I said, unless you're stacking stuff on the left side and you're a right-handed shooter, you're not going to have an issue with the harnesses and hitting your string. Ooh, feels good today. Ooh, that's a special light up one. Sorry, some days it just feels good to shoot your bow. Check out their website, I'll link it below. Great company, made in the USA, right here on the tag. I've talked to them before on the phone, great guy to deal with. And they're really coming forward with the market. They make some other great stuff. They make some duffel bags. They make gaiters. They make GPS pouches that you can stick on here. And I like to support American-made companies when we can. They're few and far between nowadays. And in the outdoor industry, I like to help them out as much as possible. So give them a follow. I'll link them down below. So price point on this harness is, I think, right around $120 for the harness. And then I think it's another $30 for the rangefinder pouch, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, the stuff you see reviewed on this page is stuff that I believe in, stuff that I've usually spent my own money on to purchase. Companies that I've worked with or even talked to on the phone, and they've been great to work with. Great customer relations. Let's be honest, I'm no Steve Speck out here testing every product on the market, testing every bag on the market, putting everything to its limits. I'm just the average guy that likes to buy good gear, and I think other people should know about the good gear. That's all we're trying to do here. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you like my face. I don't know, it's up to you. If you don't, you don't. Leave some questions, guys. If you guys have questions, leave them. We'll do our best to answer them in the comment section. So, all right, guys, until next time, take it easy.